Let's start the day off right with a cup of coffee and a good breakfast. I've got sort of a big video to make today, and I want to get started right with a really tasty breakfast from my local restaurant here. How do you start your day? I hope it's with something that's this good. This right here looks like it'll be a good start for the day. And it's such a big video and such a big day. We're gonna have a little breakfast for supper. Who else out there does that? You know, what I've got here on my plate is all food. In Shedwars, though, our primary focus has been on gardening and things that we can grow, plants that we can grow. Like the potatoes here. But we've got all about eggs and sausage and bacon here. Got some grits over there. A lot of plants here, but there's some meat stuff here too. That's all food, I assure you, and it's going to be good. Even got a little bit of honey, and my favorite strawberry over there. Now, this is not the same as locally produced honey from some of our beekeepers. Wish that it was, but it's not. We're going to talk about these things and many more things. You know, I'm pretty fortunate because my childhood, I grew up on a farm where all of these things were homegrown and commonplace. I watched and helped make sausage from our own hogs. I went and raided a nest of chickens and felt the anger with their pecks of us stealing their eggs. I have seen the bacon and the country ham hanging in the smokehouse. Many people have not. I love to see that kind of stuff. And there's people out there that want to show it. Okay. All right, so that just happened. You'll get to see a little blooper at the end of this for those of you who want to stick around. I had that big breakfast for supper, and I've made a few clips since then to put this video together. One thing I did not have in, Lord, I can't even see for the sun, didn't have in my breakfast was the fresh fruit here. Okay, that's a little over fresh. Can't do nothing with that. Well, more strawberries, another chance for my strawberries to jump in a video. But I kind of messed that one up, but it was funny. Now, I have had my energy. We're going to get this thing done now. You see, we know how Shed Wars started. Most of us are in now. We know how it began and why. We're having fun. We're having fun teaching people all around the world how to grow their own food. But I like the tadpoles that I've raised over the winter and the spring. Shed Wars is going to change. We're going to keep having fun, but we have so much more to grow into. So much more. We want to go out there and be big frogs now, or big jellyfish, wherever we are in the world. Now these little guys here, look at them, they're so pretty. Baby frogs. No more than a few days old. They are going to be out here and be a major predatory force for anything that wants to eat from my aquaponics. In my natural system. Now, this is giving someone named WickerShire Farm, or sorry, the WickerShire Project, little heads up, buddy. I'm about to offer you a challenge and some other people. But that's not the focus of today's video. The focus is on change and where we're going, where we're taking Shed Wars from this point forward. What we have here is failure to communicate. Yes, I know, Wilson. We have a failure to communicate. I'm going to speed it up at this point and get right to the point. Now, in Shed Wars, in the game, we have been focused like a laser on one thing primarily, and that's gardening, growing food, and gardening in many ways. We are about to broaden that focus out to all of the other things that we do. Okay? See, Shed Wars, it's hard to put everything into this video and make it make sense. That's that failure to communicate. Shed Wars, as it has been, you see these lines here? This reminds me of the linear nature of Shed Wars, that narrow focus. You know, we start off at the spring equinox and we start growing food and we're all gardening and everything and showing people things. And then that drops off and then the southern hemisphere picks back up and we go here. And it's been great. It's been wonderful. It's been fantastic. This linear focus, there are more things that people need to learn than just simply gardening in order to better survive some of the things in our world that we have now and some of the things that are coming up. Shed Wars has also been, okay, look at it this way. Shed Wars has become the largest gardening collaboration in the world. That's what I keep hearing. And I believe it to be true based on what we've seen so far. We've tried to build a community of people that are one voice all across the planet and help one another to share that message of how to grow food and have fun while we're doing it. Now, but it's isolated. And when the Shed War season is over, well, it's over for you too, wherever you are in the world. I don't like that. I've never have liked that. So, let me let this loud muffler go by here and I'll pick back up. So now we've known where Shed Wars was. Now this is where we're going. To everyone that has taken part in Shed Wars, past and the present and the future, I say thank you. You have made the Shed Wars platform and our delivery of an important message to the world possible. And now the platform of Shed Wars is going to lend itself to you and the other things that you do, right? This paper reminds me more about that than the other linear paper. This is almost a 365 degree piece of paper here. These lines go everywhere, just like Shed Wars is about to go, even with the loud muffler in the background. Hopefully y'all won't hear too much of that. Now, we primarily focus on gardening with Shed Wars and the game, right? It's been a game and we try to teach people, but you know, you'd be surprised. Loud muffler, always coming and going. You would be surprised how hard it is to make serious gardening videos and at the same time make something that's funny. So we're going to change that. Now, in Shed Wars, we grow the food, and then what happens to it? We do some cooking of food, don't we? We also will take that food and maybe do a little canning. What else do we do in Shed Wars? We have Shed Warriors that like to teach people how to raise chickens. People need to know that. Here's one now.
It's the boo. Get the kids all gathered up because it's wing clipping day for the baby chicks.
We have people that want to teach people, or shed warriors, how to teach people pigs. We have people in Shed Wars that want to teach people how to raise pigs. And the subtle details that you might miss, like chasing your baby pigs around to build up their muscle content and keep them healthy. At least I think that's what they're going for here.
Girlfriend. Boom. Doomy.
Now we also have people that are shed warriors that like to do blacksmithing, forging, some amazing work that people are capable of.
The corners knocked in so they're the same size as the flats. We're just turning it around and random hits just to smooth it all off.
And we probably have too many categories of things in Shed Wars for me to do this with. So I am going to borrow a new Shed Warriors little line here, something that he invented. And that is Super Frog mode. You see, that's a Z, that's a O, Super Frog mode. And that is brought to us by Frog Foot Hollar, a brand new Shed Warrior. It's going to be bringing in a lot of weight. So let me go into Super Frog mode now, and hopefully I can do it justice. Ooh-wee. Now that's a whole lot of different things to think about right there. But these things here are only a tiny fraction of people's lives and the content that they want to teach other people or share with other people. One thing that we've noticed is that people in their channels, they grow with Shed Wars, and people find out more about them. And so Shed Wars benefiting them and their channels, this is a wonderful thing. Shed Wars as the game it only lasts for a certain amount of time, and then it picks back up in the other hemisphere. But the mission of Shed Wars really goes on 365 days a year. And that's what this is about. If you are in the active season, if you've just finished up your season in Shed Wars Southern Hemisphere, and you want to teach all of these things and bring that message to the world and use the Shed Wars, the strength of the Shed Wars collaboration to help boost you in doing and then get message across. That's what we want to help you do. Do you know how to take care of pigs and raise them, or cattle? Fishing. Do you know how to fish? Do you like to go fishing? You know how to take care of those chooks down there, those chickens? You know how to blacksmith? Hydroponics? Do you like to hunt? Do you like to show people what you get? How about winemaking? There's some ladies that are in Shed Wars known as the Vineyard Chicks. Their family knows something about winemaking. Maybe they want to bring in some tutorials and how-to videos on how to make your own wine, or just tell the process. Now, do you woodwork? Do you like to do carpentry? Do you do DIY videos and teaching people how to do things, the things that people can use? That's what we want to share. What about you now? Some of our shed warriors are becoming famous in their circles, a little more famous because of what they're doing. And they like to go places like the adventures of Zoom and Bettie.
On today's adventure, we tackle 2 walks in the Toolangi State Forest, which is located about 15 minutes from Hillsville and about 1.5 hours east of Melbourne CBD.
They have travel that they do, and they make travel videos. People want to know more about your world, and this is going to make it wide open for you to share that and broaden the world of Shed Wars and your participation and what you can get out of your experience with Shed Wars. It's a chance for Shed Wars to give back to everyone. No matter what you can think of, lifestyle, beekeeping, okay? What I would love to see is all of our different participants have a place that they can put truly serious Shed Wars videos out there for people to teach these things. I would like to see series of things. Let's say you've got baby pigs and you know all about how to raise them up. Take this as your opportunity to teach everything that you know about pigs in one place. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Through their growth. And then after you're done with that, and it's time for pigs to take their next likely cycle in life is to become food, is to become bacon or country ham. Show how you do that. Or make jerky or steak. Show how you cook that steak up on the grill wherever you are. Are you in the UK? Are you in Australia? Are you down in Texas? It doesn't matter where you are. If you're a shed warrior, all of these things are open to you now. Take people on a journey and tell them the things and teach them what you know about. This is an excellent platform that is going to get a whole lot bigger now, wide open for you. These are just some of the categories that we're going to offer. Now I'm going to tell you about that. Now we'll go back to the more linear paper here. It's cheaper than the graph paper, that 360 degree paper. You see, I've been hung up on the idea of 360 and 365, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to call the other collaboration. It's Shed Wars. We're going to keep that, but it's like, we go 360 degrees in all directions. And maybe we go 360 days a year, so we give people a day off. Now, let me explain the basics of this so that everybody understands. This does not take the place of Shed Wars and the official rules that we have. This is a world of Shed Wars where there are not the same rules that we have in the game. A game has to have rules. Start time and end time. This offer is open to everyone that is active right now. Everyone that finished up, okay, in the Southern Hemisphere, right? If you finished up, we want you here. If you're an active member, we want you here in this world, sharing everything that you know, so that people can benefit from that, and you can benefit from the Shed Wars platform, getting that message out there. Now, here's how we're going to do this. Let me back up just a second. Sorry. If you just finished up in the Southern Hemisphere, you can start making videos right now under these new categories. The categories is what we're going to do to bring this world out to everyone. Darren down under Farm and Forge, or other people, we're going to have a category called hashtag SHEDWARS Forging. No space in your hashtags, please. I put a space in there out of habit. SHEDWARS Forging. What if somebody is wanting to make a hashtag SHEDWARS cooking video, or hashtag SHEDWARS? I think you're seeing what I'm talking about here. There's one thing that's staying the same. Chickens. We will modify the names of these categories, and we want your help. Down in the comments of this video, or in an email to myself, tell me your ideas for categories that you would love to see, that you would like to take part of. This is going to help you with the SHEDWARS hashtag, and it's going to help what you're doing, what you get out there. It is important that we follow this in whatever ways that we develop this and keep up with each other through the proper use of the hashtags. This will help grow the platform of SHEDWARS and your influence on this platform itself, on YouTube. SHEDWARS cooking, SHEDWARS chickens, all of the other things that I mentioned, and many more that can be thought of. They're in your head. You need to bring them to us so that we can put them into action. That's what we've got. This is something that doesn't end. I think I've said that, but let me make it clear. This is open all year long, regardless of whether you are in the active game or not. If you are an honored member and in good standing with SHEDWARS, you now are free to continue making SHEDWARS videos. Like I said, I'd love to see serious how-to videos, how to grow that bean. Oh yeah, SHEDWARS gardening. Okay, I forgot about that one. SHEDWARS gardening. If you want to continue making gardening videos, well, that is SHEDWARS gardening. You can take a single seed or all your seeds or whatever and grow them and teach everyone how to do it in an in-depth way. There's no trash talking needed. We would like you to participate with this and help it grow by saying what you're doing. You know, you can say this is, SHEDWARS video. Even that's not necessary. This is a chance for SHEDWARS to give back to you, okay? But the people that are a big part of the community, we'd like to see that. People are excited. But SHEDWARS gardening, you can make those videos any time of the year. Now, you're active, the people that are in the Northern Hemisphere right now, you continue on as you were. Keep making your normal SHEDWARS videos, but now all of these things are open to you at the same time. John and I were very excited about this. This is an idea that's been coming for a long time, and I hope that we all can make the most of this and really get the message of SHEDWARS out there in a much deeper way. So, leave me comments here. Tell me what categories that you can think of and would love to see and take part of, and we will make it an official part of the SHEDWARS universe that we are creating together. Do not just create your own category, all right? Because there may be something in there that we don't want. All of our videos, we want them to be family friendly. You know, we do have a reputation to protect. We want family friendly content out there. And I think we all understand what that is. We do not want controversial subjects. We do not want people out there skinning kittens and puppies and showing how to cook them up. No, we do not. But we do want to see your world and what you're interested in. With that, I'm going to hush up now and get to the rest of it, which is, I think, is I've got a couple of bloopers at the end. You may want to see that. This is Shed Wars. This is Shed Wars coming back to you. Let's do something together. That's amazing. Let's take the world over, right? And help the world get through these times. Teach what you know. Well, it wouldn't be one of my videos if I didn't forget something and have to say one more thing. Looky here. It's pretty simple here. With this new category of videos that we're offering up, the only requirement that we really have is the hashtags that we use. That's why it's so important that they be joined together. We are creating a very large video database on YouTube for people to learn from under the categories that we finally choose to bring in. And that is the only requirement. It's the hashtag. Your titles and any other hashtags that you want to use, that freedom is back to you for your videos. They can be found better that way. It is a little bit of a sacrifice when we make Shed Wars videos with all the hashtags. So this gives you back, as a YouTube creator, more freedom with what you do and still benefit from the platform. One single hashtag on whatever category you choose to make your videos in. We're very excited about this, and we hope you are too. One more thing, unless I think of something else. If you have old content that's going to fit one of these hashtags, that counts too. One thing I was missing with my breakfast was that right there. I did have some, oh shit. We're about to go in the water. Well, why are y'all still here? If you're still here, let me tell you, you need to get out there. Go bring forth, go bring forth that content. The content that everyone needs to see. Y'all hop to it, you see. They're waiting for it. They want to see it. So, let's get this party started, shall we? We want to see the voodoo that you do so well. We'll see you around. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being part of the movement of Shed Wars.